Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Tony and this is TC's Outdoors. So if you see right there behind me, that is what was supposed to be a log load. So I was a little nervous about my inventory, or being able to build enough inventory for my bundle season next year. So I thought I was going to try to source maybe a log load. So I've been keeping an eye on Facebook Marketplace, and it's kind of hard to come by this time of year, at least in my area. So this popped up. It was an ad, local, kind of local. I mean, he charged me an extra $50 for delivery. He's in Fulton, this guy, so which is, I don't know, 45 minutes away. So it was originally $300. He charged me $350 with the delivery upcharge, and the ad read log length firewood, mixed hardwoods, 10 face cord, it said 8 to 10 or 8 to 12 face cords for the entire load. I don't think so. I don't, on all accounts. It's definitely mixed hardwoods. I don't know what it is, but that might be true, but the rest of it's definitely not. There's some chunks in there that are like 2 foot. There is some huge diameter stuff that if I didn't have a tractor like this thing here, it's all hollowed out. You see that? My whole arm fits inside there, but that's got to be, I don't know, 30 inches across, I bet. So if you didn't have a tractor, and it's not long enough to get 2 pieces out of, it's probably just barely 2 foot. So I'm going to get 1 piece and a cutoff, which is not exactly going to work out in my favor, I don't think. There's a lot of pieces like that, but there's this just giant thing here. I think that, I don't know what that is. That might be oak. I'm not real familiar with oak. We don't have a lot of it around us, but it's huge. If I didn't have a tractor, there's no chance of me being able to work with that thing. So it's definitely not, the picture was deceiving. The picture was the end of a log trailer with what looked to be, you know, the biggest piece, probably 20 inches in diameter, and all stacked up pretty. And then when the guy backed in my driveway and dumped this off, I was disappointed, to say the least, but I'd already made the deal and I held up my end of the bargain. Unfortunately, he didn't really advertise very honestly, I wouldn't say, in my opinion. I definitely wouldn't buy anything else from him. He'd have to have the last stick of firewood in New York State for me to even buy anything from him now. But if you're in the New York, you know, my area, Wayne County, Oswego County area, and you're looking for firewood and you think you're going to catch a deal when the ad reads log length, I'm not going to blast the guy's name out here, but I wouldn't purchase it. Buy a log load. That's my next. I'm going to get a triaxle I'm going to get a triaxle load of logs. And it's going to cost me a little bit more, but at least I'll know that I'm going to get legitimate firewood. So either way, enough crying. I'm going to get it sorted out, get it stacked up out back, and then we'll have a little better idea of what we got. I mean, if you see some of this stuff, some of it's punky looking. I hope there's not much rot. I don't know. It's unfortunate. I was kind of took the wind right out of my sails, to be honest with you. You know, that's not how I like to operate. Every once in a while you're reminded how people can be dishonest out in the world, and it sucks, it hurts, but life must go on. So I get the tractor warmed up. You see the Kioti CK3510 over my shoulder there, and got the HLA Grapple on there. We're going to move some logs. Thank goodness I've got the HLA Grapple, because I don't know how I would manage some of this stuff. But so, well, we'll get it moved, get it stacked up, and maybe it'll look better once I have it all sorted out. I doubt it, but maybe. All right, let's go. Here we go. Okay guys, so the more I got into this load, the more disappointing it became. There's some really big stuff. I know, I'm not sure how good the footage is either. I put you on time lapse for a little bit, but there's a couple pieces in there that I could barely pick up with the tractor. It is some big, ugly, nasty stuff. Lots of crotches, lots of, looks like pretty punky too. I mean, I won't know until I get cutting. It's definitely not all hardwood. There's some pine in there I'd noticed as I was picking up some of the chunks for ballast weight. Definitely a few chunks of pine. Super disappointing, but I guess, you know, I learned a lesson. Don't trust everybody. I should have read his reviews. They were like 50-50. It was either a 1 or a 4. Must be the 4s were related to him, because there's no way that anybody bought this and was happy with it when it got dumped in their front yard. If I had a tree service that I was working with and they brought me stuff like this, I would be hard pressed to take it for free, and I paid $350. So I don't know. It's a bummer for sure, but you know, I guess next time I'll know not to try to go the cheap way. If I'd have tripled the money, I could have got a triaxle load, and then I'd have, you know, 18 cords of firewood instead of maybe 4 or 5 face cords of trash that I gotta sort through, and I'll be lucky to burn in my boiler before it gets completely rotten. But if you're in my area, buyer beware. Western New York, Fulton, New York is where this one came from. He's got 2 posts, one's in Boonville, one's in Fulton, and I would imagine that they're both the same trash. It's tree service crap, cutoffs and things like that. So if you're in the market for firewood and you want to get a deal and you're looking for log length firewood, and that's what the ad says, don't buy it, because this is what you're going to end up with. So this is just my little warning to my fellow New Yorkers. Learn from my mistakes. So that's going to do it for today, guys, though. I do appreciate you guys spending the time with me and watching my videos. If you're into this kind of stuff, you should come back. I've got some exciting stuff coming in the next few videos. I got a new saw coming, and I've got an old saw that's got some new life. We'll talk about that in maybe the next video, hopefully. But until next time, take care, guys. See ya.